Hello, my name is Wim Verhelst. In this video presentation, I will show you how to implement your own enterprise service and then use it in a SAP Netweaver BPM process. Let's have a look at the agenda. We'll start off with an overview of the scenario that we will implement. After that, we'll focus on the more specific components of the scenario. The first one will be the enterprise services repository, in which we will define our own enterprise service. Once this is done, we'll implement this enterprise service in the composite application framework, and after that we will define a process in SAP Netweaver BPM which actually uses this enterprise service. We'll conclude with a demo of the scenario and then afterwards a small conclusion. So let's start by having a look at the business scenario we will use in this demo. It's a very simple scenario involving an end user who will fill in his personal data in an input form on the internet. His personal data will include his name, his address, his telephone number and his email. After the user submits this information, a process will be started. As you can see, the process is very simple. First step will be to verify the data the user entered in the form. This will be done by a call center agent. Therefore, this step is in the foreground. The call center agent then has two choices. Either he will reject the user's request, and this will result in the end of the process, or he will approve the user's request. If the call center agent approves the user's request, the user's data will be logged in the backend automatically by creating his business partner record in the database. Now let's have a look at the technical side of this scenario. As said, we will use the enterprise services repository, the composite application framework and the SAP Netweaver BPM. First off, we'll start by defining our own enterprise service in the enterprise services repository. This service will manage the customer data. After that, we will import this definition in the composite application framework, where we will really implement the functionality. We will expose this functionality as a web service published in the service registry. Next step will be to implement our own SAP Netweaver BPM process with a human activity and an automated activity. The automated activity will use the service we published in the service registry from the composite application framework, and we can also use our definition from the enterprise services repository to define the process context of our SAP Netweaver BPM process. After all this, we will expose our process to the outside world through a custom WSDL. This WSDL will have some custom input parameters as well and will serve to start up the process. We can use this WSDL in a visual framework like Visual Composer, Java Server Faces or WebDimpro to start the process.